It looks like small businesses aren't the only ones sick of what's happening in San Francisco. Guys, San Francisco is a different beast. In fact, what a lot of people are saying in several countries around the world is they can't believe a first world city like San Francisco is just chill with open air drug markets, is just cool with people living on the streets, homelessness everywhere, tents everywhere, and how the city just really doesn't care. Like, there's just a string of robberies and nothing is really done to fix things. Like, it's actually pretty freaking crazy to see a city where they do not care at all, but at the same time, they tax the hell out of you. Now, I hope San Francisco recovers because this truly is one of my favorite cities in the world. I mean, the location's great. It's literally a peninsula. The north, the east, the west, it's covered by water. If you go south, you got Silicon Valley, Oracle, Apple, Google. If you go north, you got Wine County. I mean, the location is insanely awesome. And now, you have the city virtually deteriorated. Nobody cares. And Alto, driver-friendly Uber and Lyft challenger, is now ditching San Francisco service after a year. Now, here's the thing. They are done, and essentially, Coleman wrote that Alto is suspending its services in San Francisco to speed growth in Los Angeles, Miami, Houston, and other American cities. Now, remember, the other company that lifted, like Lyft is actually rumored to really leave the Bay Area right now because they're actually having a whole entire string of employees just pretty much working online and working remote. Now, Uber is one of the guys who really, really want to leave because now they're trying to sublease this massive apartment complex, or I guess office complex, however you want to call it. Uber is trying to leave its massive campuses. Uber actually has a pretty big presence in San Francisco. In fact, this isn't the only office space they have, but they also have a lot of other apartments. Some are even sponsored by the company. We're also seeing a lot of massive commercial real estate owned by Uber as well. Some are built by Uber, and a lot of them are also leased to Uber. Now, Uber has a huge impact in San Francisco. They bring thousands of jobs in the location. But now, they are trying to sublease this fully furnished San Francisco office and never even occupied. It's a 250,000 square feet. And do you want it? Because I don't. Nobody wants it. And to this day, it hasn't been subleased out. In fact, Uber is really, really considering about maybe just leaving the city altogether. They're pretty much sick of the same things I've been saying every single day. There's crime everywhere, homelessness everywhere, and also just not a great place to do business. Most of the startups you don't see on the news, but they have quietly left. They left very, very slowly, and they're never coming back. A lot of these guys are going to places like Charlotte, Las Vegas, Sin City. It's gambling, but a lot of tech startups are happening in Las Vegas. Same thing in Austin because Tesla moved there, and they got Miami. We used to pretty much be like a hospitality industry, but Miami is really becoming like a pretty massive startup scene as well. So now you have these massive guys pretty much leaving. They're ditching San Francisco. And like I said before, Uber is trying to leave as well. We're also seeing a lot of rumors that Twitter may also be leaving San Francisco because it's pretty bad with the whole entire giving conditions. Check this out. A 50-year-old Bay Area seafood legacy ends this fall. A running list of very notable, very famous Bay Area restaurants and bars have fully closed in the summer of 2023, despite the summertime being one of the most popular times for tourism. Now, guys, every video I always show you what happens with the small businesses. And usually it's more of like the famous, more of the old small businesses that end up on the news like this. Now, recently, we also got like a 70-year-old cafe moving out. You got America's oldest brewery. It was like a 130 or 140-year-old brewery. And they closed down in San Francisco. They're done. Now you have this seafood legacy sector. They're leaving as well. It's just not great, okay? And every single one of these restaurants, bars, clubs, they all say the same thing. There's no tourism, okay? They're like, no way tourism is down 16%, because it feels like tourism is down like 50 to 60%. Most of the tourists are not going to San Francisco. Now, if you just ask your friends and you tell them I'm going to Los Angeles for vacation, they're like, oh, that's pretty cool. Hollywood, West Hollywood, Beverly Hills. Okay, that's not bad. If you tell them to go to Chicago for vacation, they're like, oh, not bad. The Loop in Chicago is pretty nice. You got great clubs, great bars. That's a pretty nice place of vacation. Until them you go to San Diego, they're like, oh, I see, San Diego's good too. Great beaches, great downtown, and it's close to Tijuana, so you got a little bit of taste of Mexico and San Diego. And you go to Miami, New York, get the same thing. People actually say that's a pretty cool place for a quick vacation. But the moment you say San Francisco, everyone just recoils in disgust. Because this city is really not taking care of itself. It's a sick city at this point. And like I said before, San Francisco doesn't have to fully change. Just like fix 50% of the problems, okay? There's like 10,000 homeless people in the city. Make it down to 5,000 homeless people. And I guarantee you companies will be scrambling back. And here's the thing, okay? Companies will stay if there isn't just multiple robberies every single day and nothing's being done. Companies will stay if there isn't open air drug markets. A lot of international people I talk to online, I browse Reddit, and they all say the same thing. They're actually really shocked that a S-tier city like San Francisco, this massive first world city with tech, has open air drug markets, just crack everywhere, fentanyl everywhere, and the streets are just littered with people just high and everything. Only San Francisco. And the crazy part is nobody cares. That's the thing. And I really, really hope they get things under control, because now even the Gucci store is being robbed. Guys, luxury stores are usually the last ones to leave for a city, because when they leave, it means the rich people are gone. Rich people love shopping at these very expensive warehouses and very expensive stores. They like to spend money buying luxury items. And the moment when you see a Louis Vuitton store closing, the Rolex store leaving, the Gucci store leaving, it's bad. I say it's worse than when grocery stores leave. Whole Foods, Nordstrom, Uniqlo, Anthropologie, and even the AT&T flagship store have fully left. They are done with the city and they're leaving. In fact, they're saying that robberies and also street conditions is making business very hard. Now with luxury stores being robbed, because there's one of the few stores left at this point. In fact, most of the luxury stores right now, they're not making that much money. In fact, they're saying the same thing. Most of the clients, the rich people, the wealthy individuals, are actually leaving for other cities. If you check out places like Miami, they're actually getting a lot of new luxury stores opening up. All sorts of stuff. Okay, if you look at some new Midwestern cities, you're seeing a lot of new luxury stores being opened up. Not San Francisco. San Francisco, in fact, luxury stores might be closing very soon. And this is going to be absolutely terrible for the city. Like I said before, San Francisco doesn't really care, and a lot of companies are moving out. Just give some time, okay? More and more of these small businesses are leaving, and they're permanently closed. When you have a running list of notable Bay Area restaurants and bars closing, that is bad. And they're closing in the summertime when tourism is supposed to be at the peak. Tourism is down. People who try to make Airbnbs are not making any money. Okay, Airbnb people, before the pandemic, out of 30 nights, they could rent out like 28 nights. Now, out of 30 nights, people are saying that only 1 to 3 nights are being rented out. Airbnb is so bad in San Francisco. Nobody is making money in any field, and this is why so many companies are leaving. And fun fact, there's even 2 massive tech events led by Meta and also IBM. And they have decided to leave for 2024. Because you don't want to have a tech conference in a place where people feel unsafe to walk. And they're leaving. San Francisco right now is sad. Okay, I feel sad for a city. I really, really like the city too, guys. Okay, I'm not hating on it. Go there. You'll really experience great weather. And the location is fantastic. The culture is great, but it's really ruined by what the policies are doing in the city. And I really hope they got changed. But hey, with this crap going on, I don't think they're changing anytime soon. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.